In this video, you will learn a secret that has long been banned in the world of finance, so powerful that it is not talked about in schools, it is not explained in universities, and even most rich people have no idea that it exists. This is not magic, not a conspiracy theory, not motivational nonsense. It is a hack that makes you freer, richer, and smarter than those who only pretend to be wealthy. Forget everything you've been told about success, 24/7's work, thick books with formulas, and advice from gurus who have never lived in poverty. All of this is dust in the eyes. Real power is not money. It is mindset, specifically mental accumulation. This concept turns even $5 into a starting point for building wealth. Real wealth begins not with a bank account, but with the question you ask yourself. Not how to earn more, but how to make even small amounts of money work for me. Let's start with the exposure. Those who look rich are most often just well-decorated bankrupts. The one who wears Gucci, shows Rolex, and parks a BMW is most likely living on credit and drowning in debt. This is the illusion of wealth. Society teaches us to buy a house on a 30-year mortgage, take an expensive car on lease, spend money we don't have to impress people who don't even think about us. But if you need to prove that you are rich, you are not rich. Real rich people do not need approval. They do not show off, they control. Jeff Bezos does not run around with designer belts. He wears the same polo because he does not work for external approval. He owns systems that work for him. And here we come to the mistake that keeps millions of people in poverty, even if they earn well. This mistake is called the mindset of an employee. This mistake is called the mindset of an employee. The poor earn money and spend it. The middle class earns, saves a little, and then spends again. The rich invest money in what continues to bring profit without their participation. They create a system where money becomes soldiers working 24/7. That is why when you hear the phrase, "the rich get richer and the poor get poorer," it is not a coincidence, it is a strategy. Now the main question. If you understood how the rich make money, where should you start? The answer is simple income layering. Or, in other words, never rely on a single source of income. This is the most dangerous scenario in which a person can find themselves. Do you have a job? Great. Let it be your starting capital. But instead of spending it on nonsense, start building a second source of income. This can be freelancing, online business, investments, property rental, creating a digital product, anything that starts bringing money without constant participation. The second line of income is your freedom. It gradually replaces the first. And then the third appears money for pleasure, when you are no longer forced to work, but choose to work. And if you are thinking now, "But I don't have money to start," you are lying to yourself. The money was there for that new smartphone, on daily coffee, on a subscription you don't use. The problem is not that you don't have money. The problem is in how you spend them. So, if you are ready to break out of the financial matrix, stop spending. Start investing. Refuse meaningless purchases. Use every dollar as a tool to build an asset. Scale. Develop. For example, instead of spending $50 on an evening at the bar, invest them in creating a simple digital product, a mini book, a training guide, or a template that can be sold online again and again. These first $50 can bring $200, and then $1,000 if you think like an investor, not like a consumer. Or start a small YouTube channel. Start talking about what you know better than others. Time, not just money, can also be an investment. By redirecting energy from spending to creating, you rebuild your mindset. And when the second income catches up with the first, you will be able to choose who to be, a slave or the owner of your life. From this moment on, you no longer live from paycheck to paycheck. You are building wealth. Understand one thing. Real success is not Lamborghini and gold chains. It is control over time, choice, and freedom. It is when you are not afraid of Monday. It is when you do not depend on the boss, inflation, or politicians. And if you start applying all this right now, then in a year you will be on a different level, not because you were lucky, but because you woke up. You stand before a choice. to stay in the system where you always work for others' goals, or to become the one who controls your reality. And if you choose the second, then you are already richer than most, because you possess what they do not have: real financial power. If this wisdom resonates with you and you want to continue developing with us, subscribe to the Sage Buddy channel. Here you will find even more deep ideas, rare knowledge, and powerful insights that truly change the mindset. Do not miss the chance to become stronger, smarter, and freer. Click subscribe and be with us on the path to real inner and financial strength.